I'll tell you what, Michael, this might bring the house down this, because the crowd have really become invested in this match, and that's because it's 9-8 in a race to 10. Look where the 1 ball and the 9 is. He's going to try and go off the top rail, and he's going to try and pop the 9 past the pink 4 into the bottom left corner. This is not easy, but if he gets it, listen to the noise. This is to tie the match up.
And it would be the shot of the tournament. He's done it! It could all have been so different if Lechner had plotted that one. It all would have been there for him to get through to the quarterfinals, but he left the opportunity to pull that off. And as I alluded to there, given the context and everything that's going on here, this has got to be the moment of this Hanoi Open so far. And it's taken us the full distance. We could watch this over and over again. And how knowledgeable this crowd are, Carl, because they knew what was coming, and they also knew long before the 9 got to the pocket that he'd been successful with it.
Yeah, incredible scenes here. The noise that come through the building then was incredible. It was very much reminiscent to a Moscone Cup.
Imagine if it was one of their own still here. They cheered on the Vietnamese contingent so strongly. 6 of them got through to single elimination. None of those made it any further. Well, whatever happens now, we've got a moment to remember to take away from this. But what Ko Ping Chung really wants to take away is a victory. And he will break in our final rack.
Where's the 9 ball? Where's the 9 ball?
Well, it never quite looked like the 9 had the legs, but I think he'll settle for this.
Well, Max Lechner has got to be sat in his chair thinking, what have I got to do to beat this man?
Well, we've already seen one of the Ko brothers who's sitting there, defeated earlier today. But the other one has got a golden chance now to stay in it and to have every chance of making it back-to-back wins in these big Matchroom Open events. And the biggest of them all a fortnight ago.
He's playing it left-handed. Sometimes that means your cue ball isn't as good. Now, he doesn't need to chase the 9. I know this sounds a little bit crazy, but it's not as easy as you think that. It's not over the pocket. He's got to hit the left side of the 9. He could play the 3 into the rail off the 9 and run the table. I would say he's chasing the 9, but it is not guaranteed.
It's the 3-9 for 10-9. Ko Ping Chung was ahead for most of the contest. Max Lechner won 4 in a row to lead 9-7. But Ko Ping Chung came back. He got his chance to play a wonderful, lengthy kick combination to take us the distance. And then in the final rack, with that combination, he has gone through to the quarterfinals. And Max Lechner, I don't think you need me to tell you how he's feeling after that. It's written all over his face. He must be so sick after that. He had done so well, not just to keep staying in the contest, but to turn it round to the stage where he was favourite to win it. But what a finish in those last 2 racks from Ko Ping Chung. You think back to Francisco Sanchez Ruiz and the run he had for 6 to 9 months, where so much was going his way. He kept riding that wave. That's where Ko Ping Chung is with his game at the moment.